Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Crystal W Online, and Pro Beauty Wholesale. So today we're working with my salt and pepper client who has this amazing length of beautiful salt and pepper hair. She's also 100% natural, and she came in to get her hair taken care of by your girl, of course, and she booked the works. For some of you that don't know, the Works is basically a service that I offer as a package where you get a shampoo, deep condition, soap press, and also a trim. This is great for those of you where you come in quarterly for your trim service, or you're just coming in to get some TLC and you really haven't had anything done. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the situations or issues that she's having with her hair. Number one, she has not had a trim in quite some time. Number two, she also has a lot of frizzing, and because she's salt and pepper hair typically has a lot of like wiry feel to it. And she definitely needed a good wash and some hydration or moisture. So to start the wash day process, I went ahead and saturated her hair down. Just keep in mind, you guys, when you're low porosity like her, you want to make sure that you saturate your hair really well and rinse it as much as possible. And then I started by cleansing her with our Elite Clarify, which is our charcoal detox shampoo. It is a gentle cleansing shampoo that is also sulfate free, so it doesn't help to dry the hair out any more than it already is, and it also helps you to preserve those natural oils that you have in your hair already. Now, why did I clarify her first, even though her hair looked like it was almost very much so clean? You always want to make sure that you start with a blank canvas whenever you are doing your wash day, you guys. So cleansing is always first. And then for her treatment shampoo, I went in with our Mended sulfate-free frizz control and split-in control shampoo. Now, you guys heard me say earlier in the video that she did have a lot of split ends and she definitely needs a trim. And I also wanted to take care of a lot of that excess frizzing that she has going on in the crown area. And by the way, you guys, I did not notate as well that she has experienced a ton of thinning in the crown since having COVID during that 2020 time when you guys knew that COVID was taking over the entire world. So she also has a lot of thinning in the crown area, and she's notated that her hair actually got a lot thinner after going through that whole, getting better and all that good stuff. Now, this is something that's very common. I've seen it before. I've heard it a lot. And it's just basically you have to just go through the process and allow the hair to revive itself. But you also need to do your purpose of taking good care of your hair in the midst of that. So making sure you're doing your treatments and all of that good stuff. Now, of course, she is salt and pepper, you guys. So with salt and pepper hair, you definitely want to make sure that you are using your Voila Purple Toning Shampoo, which is our toning shampoo for gray hair as well as blonde hair. So what I did was I put it on her hair and I allowed it to sit on the hair for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then if you guys notice, her hair has now gotten this very light lavender hue, but the lavender hue is not overpowering. And the reason why I wanted to say that is because if your gray hair turns yellow, this is what you definitely need to be using to help to get that yellow out and, of course, make that pearly white nice and pearly. So for her deep condition, I went ahead and actually put some of our super growth serum in her crown first, and then went ahead and started to stimulate the crown. Now, this serum was out of stock for a very long time, you guys. It is actually back in stock now, and it is on sale on our site for $15 along with all of our other serums. For those of you that don't know, the Super Growth Serum is a water-based growth serum that helps to, number one, clean the bulbs, to help to cleanse that area so that it can get away from all that inflammation and all of that buildup that is in there. And then it also helps to assist in bringing or reviving those follicles that were just basically dying out in that area. So I applied that to her scalp area first, and then I went in with the Mended mask, which this is going to be on her hair for 15 minutes while she's under the dryer. You guys know whenever you're using our Mended collection, I always recommend making sure that you are smoothing the hair nice and smooth, because it is going to assist to tame a lot of that frizz and to also help with a lot of those split ends that you have. Now, once she went under the dryer, She came back and I rinsed her with cool water. And now we are applying some of our Mended leave-in conditioner. And then to finish her off, I went ahead and applied some B7 serum. So you guys, I used 2 different serums in today's wash day. I used the Super Growth during her wash, and I allowed her to go under the dryer and rinse. And then for her leave-on treatment, I put the B7 serum. And then I went ahead and sprayed her hair down with the leave-in conditioner. And she went under the dryer to air dry. Now, of course, air drying is super important, you guys, so don't forget that part. And then lastly, I sprayed her with a product that has not released just yet. This is our heat protectant spray. That is basically going to be a all-hair heat protectant for our clients who are going to get silk presses, or for clients who are going to be blow drying their hair. This is something that you would use right before you dry your hair under the dryer. And it is going to help to give you humidity resistance. It's also going to help with the heat control or the frizz controlling. And it's going to help as a heat protectant, not heat control, but heat protectant for you that are using any type of hot tools or blow dryers. Now, before I put her under the dryer, I did still make sure that I went through and detangled her again. And I rope twist her hair nice and smooth. You want to get into the habit, you guys, of whenever you're working with your hair, you are doing things as a professional, which is why I always call you guys elite pros. So with that being said, if you have not already joined our pro team, please utilize that number down below. Text the word Elite Pro, join our pro team, and this is also going to get you discounts that you will never see anywhere else. Now, once she went under the dryer and air dried, we got ourselves ready to go ahead and do her silk press. I am using my Smooth by EHC 1-inch ceramic iron to do her silk press. I know a lot of you are like, but wait, you normally use titanium. Why are you using ceramic? Well, I'm super excited because our new Smooth by EHC line is a ceramic iron system, but it can go up to 500 degrees, so it can also be used to silk press the hair. Now, before I went in to press her out, I did put a little bit of frizz control on her hair, which is definitely important. This is going to serve as a glossifier and another level of heat protection. Okay, so let's get into the actual press. Now, because she is fine textured, you guys, so she's salt and pepper, she's low porosity, she's fine textured, she has thinning, and she is one of those people who definitely needs a trim. I went ahead and said, okay, I'm going to take large sections and I'm silking her and curling her all at the same time. So I am using our smooth iron to silk and curl. So this is what you would call somewhat of a textured press. But because she's fine textured, it's pressing her as though I was doing this in 2 different steps. That is a really good iron, okay? If you guys don't know anything about Crystal, Crystal loves good tools, and I am not going to bring a tool that is trash. This tool right here is going to change your flat iron and silk pressing game, and now you are able to curl and press all at the same time. Now, something that I wanted to talk about at this point of the process. You guys know that I had just toned out all of the brassiness from her hair using our Voila shampoo. But what I noticed was once I started to silk her, the yellow came back, which this is not uncommon. And I wanted to point this out, you guys, because I'm a truth talker. Yes, my purple toning shampoo removes the brassiness. But there are some hair types and hair textures that no matter if you remove it or not, it can still come right back. So when I was doing her silk press, I basically said to her, I said, hey, just so you know, your hair is turning yellow because I am using a hot tool. And sometimes this can happen with just the blow dryer, you guys. So I say this to say that just because you toned out the brassiness one time, that doesn't mean that it is going to be toned out forever. You have to repeat this process every wash day because gray hair loves to pick up colors. It doesn't matter where it's from. So for her, I gave her instructions that she's going to use her Voila purple toning shampoo, and she is going to leave it on for about 5 minutes, and that would bring her back to white when it's time for her wash day. So that is the simple fix to your hair changing color if you are doing a silk press and you are salt and pepper, or blonde, because it can happen to blonde hair too, or platinum colored hair as well. Now, she did get a really good trim. You guys know I know the difference between a trim and a cut. And I just cleaned up her ends because I can tell she has not had one in forever. And then I also use this opportunity as the time to be able to loosen up those curls that I had just given her, because she didn't want her head to be super curly, but I also wanted to just make it where she had a nice loose curl slash wave. And then we actually gave her a bun at the end of the service so that she would have those curls and volume that she's always craving, because fine textured hair craves volume, through at least a couple days from here. Now, the good thing also about, being able to do this service to her hair is that she already had amazing hair from the beginning. It just needed some TLC. And a lot of you, your hair is exactly the same. You just need a little bit of TLC to get your hair back in order. Some of you are just neglecting your hair, and I'm super proud for you to watch this video. So make sure you join our pro team and you get some of our elite hair care products. And I have over 1,000 videos on my channel that teaches you all about hair care, so you are in the right place. Now, as I got finished, I went ahead and used our Flow 3-in-1 comb to go ahead and just give her a basic style so she could see what her hair looked like. Now, we put her hair in a bun anyway, but I wanted her to be able to see, what her hair looked like after it was pressed, after she got her trim, all that good stuff. Guys, comment down below and just tell me about this silver hair. Listen, her hair is just beautiful. I love her salt and pepper. If you have salt and pepper, comment and tell me what you do to your salt and pepper hair whenever you have your wash day so that you can share with others. Anyhow, you guys, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to also thumbs up this video and share it with your family and friends. And then, you guys, I always ask for you to comment and tell us what the finished product looks like. She absolutely loved her hair, by the way. So neither here nor there. Anyway, you guys, I'm also going to show you guys how to do the bun style so that you will be able to preserve your curls when you press your hair at home as well, which is really super easy. So you're going to start with 2 very large hairpins, which is the large bobby pins. You'll take your Flow 3-in-1 comb, and if you have long hair like her, I would suggest doing this in 2 sections. So you're going to part the hair from ear to ear, and then you will basically use your Flow comb just to make the hair nice and smooth. And then you're going to turn those ends from that area into one big pin curl, which is what you guys saw me do. And then you'll flip it and put it on the head like a bun, like a chignon. And then take your pin and stick it right in the top. Then you'll do the same thing for the bottom, and then you're going to flip it once again and pin it right behind the other one. And this is going to preserve a lot of that curl in the hair and leave the hair looking nice and flowy and curly and cute. And then I sprayed her with some goddess polish, and she was all done. So that is how you can protect your curls, you guys. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out our products, EliteHairCareUSA.com. Bye.